Check it out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around. But those dreams have remained when you turn around. You would have thought that we jumped. Out there where we need you. God, teasing like that, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back.
Yo, what's up?
Welcome back, people!
Yeah.
We not dead, baby. We are here. We are
We
here. We
still
ain't dead.
here.
We alive, yo. What's going on, yo?
Hey, man, life been lifing, bro. Life been
Yes,
life.
indeed. Yes, indeed. Yo, welcome, everybody. Welcome to Dre and DC's Hip Hop Cruise Podcast, episode 27. Incoming! So, look, we got a special guest. So how you been, brother? First of all, how you been, bro? Before we get to our
man,
guest.
like I said, man, I've been lifing, bro. It's been a minute. We've been about 6 weeks?
Man, listen, it's been a long time, brother.
Yeah, man. But you know what? It was probably a needed break, man. We've been going hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
Life good, bro. Life good. What about you, baby? How things
Now,
going with you?
trying to get healthy, man. DJing and trying to get healthy and, life been life, man. Working, locking people up. I shouldn't say that. I ain't locked them up. They did stuff to get this. They did stuff to get themselves locked up. So sorry about that. And I need to get into something. Once we do the intro, I'm gonna introduce my guest. She has some stuff she wants to share about what she's doing in life in this thing called life. So we always want to promote nonprofits, for-profit businesses. So we're gonna introduce her. She's gonna tell us about that, and then I want to get to the Trick Daddy thing. I got to talk about the Trick Daddy thing. All right. So let me introduce. Let me introduce our guest out of Detroit, Michigan. Her name is she's gonna be a first time cruiser. So y'all give it up for Tanisha. What up, though, yo?
What up, though?
What's going on, Tanisha?
Y'all don't sound right saying what up, though. I'm sorry.
I know it don't sound right. Because on my end, it's like, yo, what up, son? Like, it sounds right. Everybody got their own thing.
Is what up, Dirty? What up, Dirty? What's good with you?
What up, Dirty? Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
What up, though? But hey, thank you guys for having me on here. I appreciate it. Like I said before, I'm so nervous about just being on here and about the cruise. Like, I don't know what to expect. I've been seeing some of everything. Like, you're not gonna sleep. You ain't like all kind of stuff. So like, I'm a little nervous, but we'll get into that. I'll talk about it. But as far as me, myself, again, I am from Detroit. I'm repping my city, the outskirts of Detroit now. I'm from Detroit. But
she's suburban.
Yes. I am the director of the McClure Rap Idlewild Foundation, and we are a nonprofit in Idlewild, Michigan. If you don't know about it, it's the Black Eden, and this is where like everybody used to go when we couldn't do things here or anywhere else. So what we're thriving to do is to bring back that culture back into Idlewild, try to get our generation and other generations to come up and just experience Idlewild and the beauty of it. We are having a Greek event coming up in July, August type. So, look at the website for that, mrif.org. Other than that, I'm a mom, grandma, working woman. I travel. I have a YouTube because I have an RV, so I travel. I'm all over the place. So yeah, T-Shanae. Life's a trip with T-Shanae. So thank y'all for my moment. T-Shanae. Life's a trip with T-Shanae. I went to Mount Rushmore last year by myself, 2,030 miles round trip.
Wow.
Okay. Now, did I hear you say something about Greek life? Did I hear that?
Yes, we are having a Greek event. So last year we had a Greek beach event and we had the Divine Nine out there. We have vendors, food and non-food vendors. This year it was only for one day, but this year we're doing it for 2 days. So We're gonna have an event, a comedy show the first day. We have some bros that are comedians, so we're gonna have a comedy show the first day, and the next day is gonna be the beach event. Everybody out there just doing their thing, DJ, dancing, hopping, strolling, So I'm not Greek, so I can, just tell you what we're doing. We are sponsoring it, I guess I would say. But yeah, if
Yeah,
you are Greek and you're in the area, even if you want to fly in, come visit us.
That's what's
yeah,
up.
you gonna we ain't gonna hold it against you though that you mentioned the bros. We ain't gonna hold that against the Drangers for sure.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You know,
I'm sorry.
you know. All I'm
Oh
gonna say
man.
is blue fine. That's what I'm gonna say.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, you provide us before we get off the show, off the air though. Provide us with those dates. You never know who might pop up on you. One thing
Okay.
you're gonna find out about this cruise is we're well connected as a family. We got people from all over, and the D is definitely representing. So you never know who might pop up, one of your new
Mm,
cousins that you ain't met yet, and support you.
okay. I love it. I love it.
All right. So real quick before we start and to get into this cruise, I just want to say, I just want to mention the Trick Daddy thing. That tripped me out. And this is what I'm about to say is meant to be funny. Please don't take it serious, okay, y'all? Don't take it serious. I'm just joking around, right? So y'all heard the thing with Trick Daddy. Trick Daddy, the AKAs had their, I think it was a regional conference or something like that, right?
Yep.
They got Trick Daddy. They got Luke too. And I
Yep.
guess Luke, Trick Daddy was doing his his signature move and the lyrics and was a little bit wild. And then they cut his mic off or cut the volume down. And they said it was in the contract that I don't know the particular details, but it was in the contract that he was supposed to not, I guess, display those. I mean, say those lyrics. Get so deep into those lyrics, like explicit like that. And he did. So now it's a big thing. Trick Daddy come on there. He's like, don't defamation of character, don't defame my name and all this stuff, right? So there's a lot of AKAs that was like, yo, he's just, he know better. He wasn't supposed to say that. And just like totally against what he did. They just like, yo, you wrong for that, right? So then I seen the video, and there was some AKAs in there dancing and all that. But I seen a lot of them was like they was displeased, right? So
Wow.
this is the punchline right here with the joke. I mean, it ain't a joke, but I'm just playing with my AKAs that's going on this cruise. All you AKAs, all right. So all you AKAs on the cruise that are seniors, if you're an upcoming senior, that means you were on the cruise the first year. And the first year, guess who was on that cruise? Trick Daddy.
Trick Daddy dollars, baby.
Trick Daddy
dollars.
And you know what you AKAs was doing when he was doing that, saying all that stuff? Throwing it up.
You don't know,
Y'all
man.
was like, yeah.
You don't know, man.
Hey.
You don't know,
So,
man.
and I say that so if any of you AKAs that's on the cruise and you're AKA that's an upcoming senior and you was on the cruise the first year, don't say nothing. Don't be coming up on here saying anything because I'm gonna tell you, y'all was shaking that butt, boy, when he was on the cruise the first year. So that's all I got to say.
Hey, it's funny you brought that up. It's funny you brought that up because on Facebook, our girl Anita William Thomas, she said, first of all, she said the cruise is gonna be so much fun. Hey y'all. And then I hit her with what's up? But she just said she missed the first cruise. So she didn't get a chance. And oh, by the way, she had AKA. So she didn't get a chance the first year to see Trick and Trina. You know what? We gonna have to get some AKAs that were at the conference.
Let's
Anita,
do that.
I know you listen. Anita, we need to get you on the show because we want to hear what you got to say about what took place.
Right.
As y'all know, I'm down here in Florida, so I got a chance to chop it up with some of the AKAs that were at the conference or whatnot. So it's interesting to hear the different sides of the stories and what they actually witnessed versus what was out there, to the public or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna have to get some AKAs on here that were at the conference to tell us a little bit what old Trick Daddy Dollars was doing.
Yeah. Hey, look, let me just say one quick thing. Anita, I don't know. I gotta get this fixed. I don't know what's going on, but usually the comments from Facebook usually do pop up on the show. And for some reason it's not. But if you want your comments to pop up and I'll display them on the screen or whatever, or your comments, whatever, you go to the YouTube page and just drop your comments there, and you it's live, so it'll come. It should be able to come through. If not, you can keep it there. We'll just keep relaying what you're saying on here. We'll monitor it. But yeah, that's what I just wanted to say. But yeah, we got to get some AKs on here and talk about that on maybe the next episode, the next 2 episodes, or whatever it may be. So
Yeah,
but
Anita say she from Miami and she know all about Trick Daddy. He ain't gonna never change. Dang, she said she didn't make it to the regional conference either. Dang, Anita, I need you to go to something so you can tell us what's going on. Dang.
They need an insider. They need an insider. Oh man.
Yeah, we need to know what's going on.
All right, so let's get into this cruise. All right, we got a first timer, incoming freshman coming through.
Gosh.
How you feeling? Let me ask you this: How you feeling about coming to the cruise?
I don't know. I feel like my pockets are taking a hit, first of all, and I'm nervous. I don't know what to expect. Like, so I'm like, okay, so I saw all this stuff about the parties on October 31st. I'm like, am I supposed to do that? Like, I'm supposed to fly in and get a room the day before, but then some of my friends that's coming with me, they're like, no, we're coming the morning of, and I'm like, why are we coming the morning of? Like, what do we do? And they're like, no, we're coming the morning of and we're flying out when we come back. And I'm like, huh? So I don't know. And then it's like I saw something about you don't need a lot of clothes because you're not gonna be changing clothes like this, and you're not gonna be in your room. And if you in your room, it's gonna be for a quick second and just all kind of stuff. And then the drink packages, like, okay, for somebody like me that I'm a lightweight. I'm a Malibu drinker and I'm a lightweight. So it might take just a few drinks to have me like, yeah, I'm about it done. So like, what do I do? What's going on with this?
She said, what do I do?
Hey, bro, I feel like we on the Ask Steve Harvey. I feel like we Steve Harvey. Ask Steve.
Like, what do I do?
You want to start off, Dre, or you want me to start it off?
You started off, man. You started off.
Hey, first and foremost, Anita said, congratulations, freshman.
Thank you.
Where do I start? I'm going to go back to something that you said in the intro back in a few minutes ago. It ain't much sleeping. I'm going to be honest with you. There's not much sleeping. I think the first year, I might have averaged 3 hours of sleep a day. Maybe 3 hours.
Oh, my gosh.
And when I say from the time we got on the boat to the time we got off the boat, a time was had. I'm going to back it up even one more. From the time we touched down in Miami to the time we got back to Miami, a time was had. Several people do fly in the day of, and I understand, you got to go with the ticket prices for the airfare because, as you just stated, this cruise is not cheap. So, people got to do what they got to do. So, occurring hotel, a hotel fee and your tickets or whatever, it might get a little expensive. But what has happened over the last couple of years before the cruise, our homegirl Ebony, my wife, and some other people, mainly Ebony has kind of been the one that's been behind this, and like my wife and some other folks have kind of helped her out on the scene. But she has a little something that's not affiliated with the cruise. And when I say that, it's not with Six Man. This is just something Ebony's been doing on her own at the Clevelander the night before. So it's a meet and greet. It's a chance for people like yourself, the newbies, to come meet folks. People like me and Dre, we just on the scene. It's really, I'm pretty sure we mentioned, you said you saw the episode when we had Trina on.
Yeah.
Dre and I say all the time, this really is a family reunion. It's like an HBCU homecoming. So you glad to see all the people you done met over the years. And believe it or not, people think me and Dre been knowing each other all our lives. Me and Dre met that first year on the
4
cruise.
years ago.
Yep, and it just so happened we same fraternity, and it just went from there.
Oh,
The drink package. If you're not a heavy drinker, I really wouldn't worry about getting a drink package because if you get the drink package, everybody in that cabin with you got to have a drink package. So it's not
mm.
like you can get it and then all of a sudden everybody drink off of it. And like our girl Nita just said,
You said
you
pace
see,
yourself.
yes, pace yourself. Pace yourself with how much you party, how much you drink, uh, how much you hang out, where you sit at, what you wear.
Oh
Just pace
man.
yourself. Because real talk, I know how women, I know how y'all can pack, and you might wear half of the stuff you throw in that bag. You're
Mm.
gonna tell yourself, girl, I'm gonna wear this in the morning, then I'm gonna come back and change to this. Once you step out that cabin, you might not make it back into that cabin
Oh God.
until the next morning.
Oh no. I'll be
And
somewhere slumped at that
that's no
point.
lie. That's no lie. And this year is gonna be new even to Dre and I, because we're on a new boat, bigger boat. So
Hmm.
because it's a bigger boat, we really not sure yet what all they're gonna have planned. I do see they got about 900 DJs. So that means DJs are gonna be all over the boat.
All over the
And
place.
you might be over here trying to see what Jermaine Dupri got going on. You run over here to see what Manny Fresh got going on. You run over here to see what Scratch doing. You run over here to see what Epps is doing. You're all over the place. But
I'm getting
Nita
my
said
steps
it best.
in. I'm getting
Say
my
what now?
steps. I'm getting my
Yeah, oh, you
steps
gonna get your steps in.
Yeah,
Oh, you gonna get
definitely.
your steps in. But
Definitely.
I say all to say, Nita said it best. Pace yourself. And
in. Okay.
I don't know if you're coming with somebody, I don't know if you're coming by yourself, but you're never alone. You're
It's
never
a lot
alone.
of us. It's a lot
Yeah.
of us
Oh, yeah,
like
you did say your girlfriends. Yeah. You're never alone. Uh we had somebody on here a couple shows back. She's been a solo cruiser. She didn't make the first year, right, Dre? She made the second and third
I
year.
think it's the second
But
year, yeah.
yeah, but like she said, she's met so many people coming over the years. It's almost like you're rolling with your crew anyway. So you're
Big
gonna have a
homecoming.
good time. Don't worry about the unknown because, like I said, you're not gonna be by yourself. And yeah, once again, Nita, you said it best. Just pace yourself.
Yeah.
So what
Yeah.
about like the panels and like on one of your episodes you said something about y'all were happy that y'all went to the panels. And at first y'all thought like just going to see the artists and everything, but you feel like you got more out of going to the panels.
I think those panels was like, to me they were like, yeah, real quick, Anita, you're right. You're never alone. Just be
I
friendly
am
and enjoy
friendly.
yourself. Yep,
I
you're
am
right.
friendly.
So the panels are like podcasts, live podcasts. They actually sit down and talk with some of the artists, and you find out some interesting stuff. Because when I went to the panels, and which I didn't really bother with the panels the year before or anything. If I don't
Me
think
either.
I don't, but they were real interesting. You find they just tell you how they started and all of this stuff. And when you get all this information, I think you look at the music a little different too. So it's like a live show, but a live podcast, but it's with the artist. So um, it's real good. I mean, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna make sure I make it to a few this year.
Me too.
You pay like you said, you could choose which panels you want to go to. You will get a schedule. And once we get that schedule, we probably gonna do a show about the schedule. But you'll get a schedule showing all the stuff that's at certain times and stuff. I think the schedule should be a little bit better because we've always
So this
struggled.
is
We
an
got a
old one
schedule
right
here.
here. I don't know how much
That's
you
the
can
old
see
one.
it.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
said,
Yeah,
it's
it's
the
just
oh,
old one.
stuff everywhere.
And there was a lot of stuff that you was like the first second year. It's just like was so much stuff. You couldn't get everything, catch everything. And I think that the people are talking and they're making that known. And now they're making the schedule, keeping in mind that everybody's trying to get to everything, and we won't,
hmm,
because there's gonna be some things at the same time. But some of the high priority, they all high priority, but some of the performances that people are really the top two or something, they're not going to put those together. They're just going to work on, kind of keeping stuff at different times so we can try to make as much as we can. So you'll be fine with that. The panels are pretty good, but it's you just sit down, enjoy. It's like it's not even like like a studio. It's just couches and stuff. You're just chilling, just like we doing now. So
And what about like getting off the boat when you get to some of the destinations? What about that?
Um,
So the first 3 years I'm saying it like this to make my point. The first 3 years I say just, but we went to the Bahamas. So the first year we were all so hyped because we really didn't know what to expect, and the cruise was off the chain. That yeah, people might have got off the beach, off the boat, went to the beach for a little bit, maybe did a little shopping, but you're wanting to get back on the boat because you really don't want to miss anything.
Yeah.
But at the same time, what I have learned is that sometime when we got to the Bahamas, that's when people found time to sleep. They was like, "How gonna get some sleep? Why everybody running off the boat, right?" Uh, but this year in Jamaica, once again, our girl Ebony, she has set up a beach party for once we touch down in Jamaica. So I'm pretty sure that's going to be off the chain. Last year when we went to Bimini, they set up a pool party at one of the resorts, and that was bananas. So I'm pretty sure this year is going to even be more off the chain because I even think like last year, because I was doing so much running around, even though I made it to the pool party, I didn't really get to kick it like I wanted to because I was,
Love.
just kind of here and there and doing some other stuff. But definitely take advantage to get off the boat. We're spending the night in Jamaica. So, like we talked about on one of the other shows, and I know you're going to understand this being from the D, you got to exercise Hood 101. And Hood 101 is you don't go in nobody's backyard acting a fool. You got to
You
respect
don't.
it.
You
You
don't.
got to respect it. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, people do take advantage. I just think for us that went, all 3 years, we just kind of once we got to the Bahamas, it was just kind of like, I'm gonna sit back and chill a little bit, you know, actually enjoy my cabin, or I'm gonna go out here on the deck and kick my feet up for a minute and just listen to whatever DJ they got doing their thing.
How do you so everything on the Facebook page just is it comes and it goes because it's so much coming. Like with Ebony, I think I had actually reached out to her once, but how do I find out everything that she has going on? Or how would freshmen find out everything that she has going on, like the beach party and all of that stuff?
I'm gonna tell you what I do is when I go to that Facebook page, I go to search. What's up, Laylo? I go to search and I just type Ebony's name up, and then it'll bring up everything she's posted,
Okay.
and then you kind of stroll through at that time and find what you're looking for. That's what I do because, like you say, so many people are posting things and commenting that stuff could get
Mhm.
lost. But Ebony is very good at kind of going back and bringing stuff back to the forefront. Because you think about it, this is April. We still got what 6 months down the road before we even get there.
Countdown. Y'all need a
Yeah,
timer
yeah.
on here for that. Where is that?
It's funny she say that, Drake. We might just have to. We did that last year, didn't we?
yeah,
Then we had
yeah,
something to count down how many days.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think I'm
Yes.
gonna start. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
yeah.
think
But
I'll do that
just go
again.
up to the search, type in Ebony's name, and then all her stuff will come up, and you can kind of just stroll through it and find what you're looking for.
And she'll be on the
Okay.
show. I think she was on the show last year. Talking about her events. She does. She does a damn good job. I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to
Yeah,
Ebony for doing her thing. She does the like the pre parties, like the Clevelander. That's gonna be nice. Make sure you get to the Clevelander because that's the night before the we set sail. Man,
Halloween.
listen, it's good. It's I'm telling you, it's just
good
gonna be
time.
great. It's just, and I'm gonna tell you one thing. They got a shrimp boil, right? You eat
Dre,
seafood?
that goddamn
I
food.
do eat
Ooh,
seafood.
They got a shrimp boil that's going to have you crying. I was crying like Lenny Williams, crying like a baby when I saw that. So I was like, God is so good to me. It's like, give me that. Oh,
Um,
God.
hey,
And the
bro,
word
you made it
unlimited
you got
just
the
26
makes
dancing
me.
minutes.
while
Woo!
You made
you
it
got the
26
dancing while you
minutes
was
when you went
eating.
to
You
the
know how when we
SeaWorld.
eat something good, we get to dancing.
Yes, man. Listen, the food, and we on a better ship, like a bigger ship, so it's a different ship. So I think the food, for some reason, I just think the food is better on a bigger ship or a better ship. This ship is like a
Okay.
lot bigger. In the last 3 cruises, they've used different ships, but they all have the same design. So
Okay.
this one's different, like different. It has go karts on there. It's got a water slides.
I'm
I
definitely
won't be
going for a
going nowhere
spin.
near that stuff, but because it's over the off the edge of the boat.
Oh
I
no,
don't do
I
that.
ain't doing that.
But
I'll
somebody
watch
drunk
you.
might,
I'll
you know.
watch you be like,
I'll be on there.
hey. No.
Yeah. But I
Hey,
think
I'm glad you brought up the different ships in the food, Dre. This is something that's crazy. I want if you remember this the first year, Dre. The first year was so off the chain. Remember, people was running inside getting food and then coming back out,
yeah.
sitting around the
Yeah.
stage and stuff, eating
Yes,
because
that
they
was
didn't want to miss nothing. Didn't nobody want to
Wow.
miss nothing.
I don't want to miss anything. I want to get my money's worth. I want to
Oh,
enjoy
you gonna
myself.
get it. You
Oh, you
definitely
Listen,
gonna
gonna
get
let
get
it.
me
your
tell
money.
y'all, this is not only my first time with Rock the Bells, this is my first time cruising because I was like, I never wanted to cruise. I'd rather just go to
Oh,
all-inclusive resort and stay there. Like I've been a lot of places, but I always just wanted to go, and stay there and do what I wanted to do. So this is my first time cruising at all.
so
So
I strongly recommend before you leave, you get them little C motion patches to put behind your ear to help with the rocking of the ship and all of that.
is it really bad? Like I don't get seasick. I be on boats and everything, but is it
Oh,
really
It
bad?
really just depends on the weather. So unfortunately, all 3 years we ran into some weather. The first year the weather got bad and we were supposed to go to another destination, but we didn't leave the Bahamas. We just stayed in the Bahamas. But I don't really think none of us cared
nope.
because
Right.
we got in. The second year, the weather was a little rough. Uh, we didn't spend the night, but we made kind of a detour. Last
Okay.
year, there was a hurricane out there. And hats off to the captain. Oh boy, oh boy did his thing. He took us way out the way. I think we went like below Cuba. We was way out the way. He brought us back into Bimini. We did our thing and we got up out of there. So it's really just going to depend on the weather. I know the first year, I ain't gonna lie with you, and it wasn't my first cruise, but that first year, it did kind of catch me off guard a little bit. I had to get myself together. The second
Mm.
year, third year, I just kind of went with the flow. But I don't know if you remember, Dre, that second year, Roxanne Shante, and I think it was Grandmaster Flash, Grandmaster D. Uh, they got a little sick because it was rocky as hell. That was the
Yeah.
year it kept raining and we couldn't do too much on the outside.
Right. Let me tell you though, for me, when that boat was rocking real bad, it was the best damn sleep I ever had.
I was talking about
I
2
could have
hours was
took a
golden.
Percocet and fell asleep, and that still wouldn't have been the best sleep. That boat was
Aw.
rocking, and I was just laying down.
That fool said a Percocet.
I ain't never got sick. I'm gonna knock
Out of
on wood.
all things, you said a Percocet.
I never
He
got
said a
sick.
Percocet.
My first cruise was 2001, and we hit a storm, and the boat was rocking. The whole office printer rolled across the thing, boom, and they just kept working like it wasn't nothing. And that was the best sleep I had too. But like it's different for different people. But I can tell you one thing: if there's a storm, that captain's gonna stay totally away. He ain't taking no chances. He'll stay exactly where he is in one spot until it passes. And I can tell you, because I always say this, me and DC always say this: if we go on a cruise and the boat never leaves Miami, you will
You're good.
have the same good time. I'm
Yep.
telling you, because I swear that first night, Friday night, we ain't leave. I don't think we left. We stayed. We left at 9:00, I think.
Now we
first
were
year.
supposed to leave at 9 o'clock. We didn't
Right.
leave till like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yes, and we had a
Wow.
good time. But I mean, same performances and all that. It was just great. It was good, man. It was real good. I gotta make sure we
Like
meet up, and because
we will.
Yeah,
yeah, we gonna make that happen because
we
and
promise you,
yeah,
T.
I can't
We
wait, man.
promise
I'm
you, T.
excited.
You
So
will
I
get your
have
money
to
worth.
I have to jump off. I did tell DC I had something to do. So I have to jump off. But I love this. And yes, please catch up with me. Keep in touch with me. If you guys don't mind. I
Yeah,
am
of
just a
course. Of
Yeah,
course.
no problem. We'll,
and I'm
we'll
sorry. I'm sorry
No, that's
again.
good. We gonna end
you
it.
got motherly duties.
That's
We
right.
definitely have to try to get you back on here.
And I'm
Okay.
hungry, so I'm about to eat too. So that's fine. So we
All
gonna
right.
wrap it up, y'all. Did you want to say anything about your YouTube page, anything before you go?
Oh, yes. Life's a Trip with Teeshanay, Teeshanay. Again, I have an RV. So I got it last year. So I've been getting my foot in. I'm getting out there, going different places. So follow me.
All
Yes.
right,
Like
y'all
and
heard her. All right.
Real, real
subscribe.
do, real do.
All
Hey,
right.
this has been real though. We definitely have to get you back on where you can have a
Yes, please.
whole hour and some change with us as we when we really be cutting up. But trust me,
Yeah.
you've come into a family that's gonna take care of you. You got two brothers right here. Definitely. Once we touch down in Miami, we ain't too hard to find. We ain't too
Nope.
No,
hard to
I
find.
will keep in touch. I
All
promise.
right.
We gonna keep
All
in
right
touch.
now.
All
All
right.
right. So
Thank you.
we gonna get out of here, y'all. Love y'all. We back, yo. We'll catch you on the next episode. I'm gonna get me some food, and I'm gonna eat myself. So love y'all, man. Y'all stay safe and see
Hey,
y'all
All right,
later.
same.
We
cousin.
out. Peace. See y'all.
Peace.